Peanut's not going on stage.
Oh, okay. Just Iwanu, everybody.
Okay, guys. I'm not gonna do any. I'll tell some stories. Right? I'll tell you a story about when I met The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Around 2015, I was getting at the DMV in Hollywood, getting my driver's license renewed with my friend. We're waiting in line. He's like, "Hey, you see that guy over there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I think it's The Rock, right?" And I look, and he looks like really dark, like almost like a black guy, right? And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then he smiles, right? And I'm like, "You know what? Maybe, right?" So I look around the room, and everyone's kind of like looking at him, like pointing at him and stuff. And you can like feel this excitement building, you know? It's like every second it's like building. And at one point, some girl yells, "It's The Rock!" right? And everyone's like, "Whoa!" right? Anyway, when I go to get my picture taken, he cuts the line, right? He cuts right in front of me, you know? What? Yeah, he's like standing right there, looking right at me, right? And like I was like, you know, I could have asked for a handshake, I could have asked for an autograph, anything. But I was so starstruck. All I could do was just go, you know, the only thought in my head was, "That's The Rock. That's The Rock. You know, that's The Rock, you know?" And I just couldn't do anything. And he just looked at me like, "Whatever." And just like walked over, and then he got his picture taken. And then people were like running up to him, getting autographs. And I was like watching, I was like, "Man, this guy's so cool." You know, you could tell he was just so happy that people were being nice to him, you know? I was like, "Man, if I ever see The Rock again, I'm gonna go right up to him and go," because I can't help myself. So. All right, here's another story. Once when I was in the Army, it was like maybe our third weekend, right? Our first real weekend that we get off, our first day off on Sunday. We're sitting there shining shoes and like talking and stuff. And Joe Sergeant walks in with a radio, right, boombox. And he starts setting it up. No one's really paying attention to him. And then he turns it on. The second he turns it on, that Jewel song comes on, "You Were Meant for Me." Now, none of us have ever heard the song before because we've been stuck on an Army base for the past couple months, right? And so it's a new song to us. And as soon as we hear it, everyone stops doing what they're doing and just kind of stares at the radio, you know? And I can just see the back of everyone's head in front of me, just staring at the radio. No one's moving, you know? I don't even think we're breathing, you know? And then the song ended, and then we all just went, and just went back to what we're doing and shit. So it was just like Shawshank Redemption, you know? It's crazy, man. Yeah, I always think about that time, you know? And like, to this day, whenever I hear that song, it always makes me think about the Army and all the penises I saw. All right, here's another story. There's a pugilist compare. Every now and then people ask me like, "Oh, you were in the Army, you know, you think you're better than me?" I'm like, all right, let me tell you the story, right? My basic training company was comprised of 200 men, right? Broken up into 4 platoons. We were 3rd platoon, we were House of Pain. Now, 2nd platoon were the warlords. They were like our arch rivals. And so a competition for honor platoon is about to start in a couple weeks. Anyway, one night while we're taking showers, we look down, and 2nd platoon's down there getting smoked, right? Smoke means they're getting punished, right? Like, do push-ups, do sit-ups, you know, front, back, squat, whatever. It sucks, right? And we're all laughing at them like, "Ha, look at them, sucks to be them," right? Anyway, very next day, same thing, right? While we're writing letters home and taking showers, we look down and they're all getting smoked again, right? We're like, "Ha, look at them." And then 3rd night, 4th night, 5th night. After about 2 weeks, this is not funny anymore. None of us are laughing at it, you know, anymore. We're like, "Holy crap, you know, they're gonna take honor platoon, right? Look at them, they're training every fucking night." So a competition for honor platoon starts, right? The first event is an obstacle course, and they take it, right? They win. The second event is marksmanship shooting, and we take that, right? Third event is grenade throwing, they win that, right? Fourth event is drill, we win that, right? Now, this is the 5th event, it's bayonet fighting. Now, I took martial arts in high school, so I was a pretty good bayonet fighter. And so for my platoon, I was the middleweight bayonet fighter. It's 3 weights, right? Light, middle, heavy. And so bayonet competition starts. We go first against 4th platoon, and we win. Then 2nd platoon goes against 1st platoon, they win. Then we go against 1st platoon, we win. Then they go against 4th platoon, they win. The next one is us versus them, right? And this is it, right? It's not just, it's me versus one of them, you know? So my whole platoon looked me dead in the face. They're like, "Dude, you cannot lose this, right? You have to fucking win this, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, you I will, right?" So I look over at the other guy. He's like a black guy, right? And I can tell he's a little bit shorter than me, but bigger, you know? And so, like, right when they start, like, "Go for it." And we both just like run at each other and just attack, you know? Now, his way, he always was trying to like hit me from the back end, right? Like the buttstock. But my way is I would thrust like this, right? Mine was superior, you know? And so right away I hit him right there in the face mask, you know, we were like had these football helmets. He's like, boom, he's like, oh, he almost falls down and shit. And they're like, boom, 1 point, right? Go back to the point, right? 2 points wins, right? So he's going back to his corner, and his whole corner's like, come on, you gotta get this. They're like, you gotta get this Ching Chong, Jack Chong. I hear it, right? So he turns around, all I see are his fucking eyeballs, right? Just like, he's really like getting ready, right? And so they're like, go, right? And he's trying to creep up on me. And as soon as he tries to attack me, I hit him, right? And same thing, hits him in the face, and he's like, oh. Right, then I put you in, right? So I grab my stick and I throw it down, right? I'm like, yeah! And then I turn around to my guys and they're all like, yeah, fuck yeah! And then I jumped into him, right? And they're like, yeah, they're like hitting me on top of the helmet and shit. And one of them starts grabbing my leg, right? I'm like, what are you doing? But then I realized what he's, doing. Everyone realized it. They all like pick me up and shit. And they form this ball under me and stuff. And it's not that they love me, it's because they were like showing the other team, like, yeah, we won, this is our guy. Your guy sucks, right? They're carrying me around the ring, on my shoulders. It was like, house up, hey, house up, hey, house up, hey. Oh, it was awesome. It was just like a fucking movie. And they were so demoralized by that defeat that we won every single event after that. We took on a team. So you asked me, yeah.
Congratulations.
So if you ask me, like, do I think I'm better than you? I don't even have to say a single word, you know what I mean? But I will. Damn right I'm better than you. What all you guys know with your life, you know what I mean? Do you know how to fight with a bayonet? I won a bayonet fighting tournament in the Army. I gotta tell you the last couple jokes. Scientists recently, reported that they documented for the first time ever 2 male humpback whales having sex. Happened earlier this year. Hollywood's already going to make a movie about it. Yeah, they're going to call it Humpback Mountain. And last joke,
Make it tonight.
I was thinking how language changes over time, right? Like if a guy came up to me right now and told me he was going to blow my brains out, I would be sure to run away or pull my pants down. My name's Ellen, thank you, buddy. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, did someone bring up humpback whale sex? That was the only